Hello everyone, this is Aya from Hinawi Software. Our topic for today is very precise and it's actually very important. It's about the different types of lists which we have in the software. As you can see here, before I get into this, that I'm logged in from the admin account because I want everything to be displayed in front of us and I want everything to be clearly showing. Therefore, I'm logged in from the admin account. So let's go to the lists menu, and as you can see here, we have all these types of lists. So for example, let's say we want to press on the chart of accounts list. Now, as you see here, all these types are the different chart of accounts which we have, along with the name, the type, all these are displayed here. Now here you see that we have account. When you press on account, we can either create a new chart of account name, we can either delete or edit an existing chart of account. We can also see the print list. We can change the type, whether by cash or bank. It's all possible from here, and there is a quick report as well. Now, these are the main items which are displayed here in the chart of accounts. Let's say, for example, we want to see in the real estate, there are also several lists regarding property, regarding unit, regarding tenant as well. So property list, unit list, and tenant list are located in the real estate menu itself, since these topics are linked or related to real estate. So therefore, we have included these types of lists in the real estate menu itself. When we open one of them, let's say property list, for example, same concept applies here. We have this property button right here. When you click on it, we can create a new property, edit an existing property, or view the print list. So basically, the same concepts apply to all types of lists, where at the bottom you have this workflow of creating or editing or printing, as well as exporting to Excel. Exporting to Excel is also highly important and a very good feature which we have. Let's say, for example, I want to see the items list. So now, as you can see here, we have all these different items where when we click on item, we can create a new item, we can edit an existing item, print the list, view the print list. We also have shortcuts regarding creating or editing, such as Control-N or Control pressed along with E. Notice here we have the inventory stock status by item. So basically, when we go here, we can have or view different features also, not only creating, editing, or printing. We also have additional buttons, additional features here. So each type of list actually contains either more or less kind of buttons. So the main buttons are creating, editing, and printing the list. But in addition to all of that, we also have additional ones, such as in each category, like a unique or an additional type of transaction, which in this case is the inventory stock status by item. So it depends on the type of list which you are opening, where you can see either less or more items and buttons in additional to the existing main default ones. Let's say, for example, we want here to go to the accounting menu, and then we will go to cash payment or check payment, and from here we will go to create a check payment. Now, as you can see here, we have those different types of features. We have those different types of creating or choosing an existing account credit, which will display for us all the accounts credits which we have. We can also choose the bank name, which we can also create a new type or a new bank by pressing F and F2 on the keyboard, where you can fill in the account, the bank name in Arabic, which account which we want. From here, it will display for us all the charts of accounts, all the accounts which we have here. And when you press F1, F2 again, it will open this window, which in this case we can create a new account, a new type, and a new account number along with the name in both English and Arabic, whether it's a sub-account of an existing main account, so it will be like branched up. We also have a predefined class in the items where we can choose any existing predefined class along with the note or memo or VAT code if it's used. So mainly that's the main point, that after or at the time of creating a new item, at the time of creating a new bank, a cash invoice, a credit invoice, all these types of things, whenever you press F1, F2 on the keyboard, it will open a new window for you where you can create a new one. Same thing applies here. When I pressed F1, F2, it displayed the new account window for me to create an existing, a new one in addition to the existing ones. Let's go, for example, to bank transfer, and let's click on create bank transfer. Now in here also we can choose the account number credit, we can choose the bank name, and in the debit here we can also click on F1, F2 on the keyboard, where it will display for us this window to create a new account, a new type, a new number, all these type of details. Thing we have in the lists menu, as you can see here, we have the customer center, the prospective client list, and the vendors list. Let's see, for example, in the customer center here. So basically, those are all the options we have regarding the customers. So as you see here, now on this list, we have additional items to creating a new one, editing or deleting. We also have moving to priority, to block, to active, inactive. All these different activities or transactions are contained here depending on the type. So that since this is the customer list, we have all these related items. So that's regarding the customer center. Let's, for example, see here the prospective client list. This is how it looks like. In the perspective, those are the different actions which we have. Notice here we also have an option to convert to customer. So basically, this is the first step, that after a person is a prospective, he or she or they can later on be converted and transferred to become like actual customers, in addition to email or SMS features, which we also have here. So that's regarding the prospective client list. Let's see the vendors center, for example. In the vendors center, these are the items which we have, the different actions. We can perform all these types of actions regarding the vendors' names. And when we go here to the accounting menu, let's say, for example, we want to go to cash invoice, and let's create a new cash invoice. So in here, we can choose the different names which we want here, the different customer names which we have here. And after clicking on F1, F2 on the keyboard, this window will appear for us where we can create a new customer. So this is actually used to create a new customer. And in here, we have the different items which we'll read from the item list, which I have explained earlier in the items list right here. So it will all be linked together, basically. That's the main idea. So anything we will choose from here, we'll read from the items lists. And when we press F1, F2 again on the keyboard, the item window will appear in front of us where we can view all these types of details and add more new information regarding it. So basically that's regarding creating a cash invoice. Same thing applies here to going to the accounting menu and then going to credit invoice, and at the time of creating a credit invoice we can choose here the different customer names, and also we can press on F and F2 on the keyboard where we can create a new customer, and right here we will choose the existing items, and pressing F and F2 will open the item window again for us and in front of us. So basically those are the main points regarding today's video. I hope it was clear. The main concept is basically all the content in the lists menu and how it's related, how we can perform different actions according to each type of list, and how it can later be used in the accounting menu, for example, and how they are linked together. The shortcuts regarding opening a new window, which is F and F2 on the keyboard, and how it can also be contained in other modules, such as in this case real estate, where we have different types of lists which are all under the same category of real estate, which are property list, unit list, tenant list, each menu according to their own category. For example, in the garage we have the vehicle or the chassis list. All these different types of transactions are contained and organized neatly in each module under each menu. And we also have the reports, where we can see different types of outputs regarding each type of lists, which we have created, inserted, and put earlier in the system regarding reports and both HRMS reports. And of course, the update to accounting to QuickBooks, which is accounting feature, is also here. It all reads from the settings, and it's all organized in a very user-friendly format. I hope this video was clear and that I delivered the points accurately and precisely. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with everyone interested, watch our other videos as well, and stay tuned for our next videos and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.